Hey guys, so it's been a little bit of a break since I have done one of these daily videos. And maybe it's been some things I've been going through in life, or maybe I just felt like I wasn't the right person to be putting a message out there. But recently, I was listening to a podcast, and it was about leadership. A lot of what I listen to is leadership, because that's really what I want to focus on, and what I do focus on, being a better leader, being a better person all around. And they were saying basically to give more than you take. So I'm going to pause for a second and let you think about that. Give more than you take. When I heard that, first off, it's not the first time I heard it, but it is the first time that it's really resonated with me. When I first started, I was like, well, that's good, because I'm always giving. I'm giving people my time. I'm teaching people. I'm showing property. I'm giving all the time, right? But what I realized is that that's not always the case. Yes, I do give, but there are a lot of times where I'm taking. And there are times when I feel people are superior to me, and I'm thinking about it, and it's because they're giving knowledge, they're giving time, they're giving, they're donating, they're whatever, and I'm just taking that. I'm taking all that information. I'm not giving anything back for them. And I feel like there's three ways that we're takers versus givers, and one of those is physically taking, and I don't mean stealing, but just like physically taking money from somebody, and like taking clothes, and taking like whatever they're going to give you, you're taking free food, you're taking whatever, you're physically taking that and not giving anything back. And then I feel like there's the taking of emotion, and this is where like I feel like a lot of us are falling into, but we take that emotion, like somebody is happy about their outfit and we're like, oh, I don't like those shoes, or we're jealous and that person's feeling good and we are just knocking them down. We're taking that away from them. Or someone that our friends are hanging out with we don't really like, so we're taking away that friend. Whatever the case is, it's the emotion. It's taking away that happiness by putting in our negative thoughts into someone else's positive opinion. We're taking that away from them. And then there's the taking of time, taking of education, that non-physical thing that we can be taking. And, it's very important. And this just dawned on me 5 minutes ago before I was making this video, that there's a leader in my life who started a group, and she says, give more than you take. And I was like, yeah, okay, donating, give more than you take, don't be taking, be giving back. And I love that. I'm very, very passionate about giving and donating and being the shoulder for people to cry on and giving my time and stuff like that. But what I realized is that there are times where I'm feeling sorry for myself, which is fine. I think that there are some times where we have to, I'm not saying don't put yourself first and don't get help and, don't suppress your feelings because you don't want to bog somebody else down. That's not what I'm saying. There's a time and a place to put yourself first and for people to give back to you by listening to you. But we can't, I don't really feel sorry for myself in that, like, the things I've been through as a child, as an adult, being broke, divorced, whatever. I'm not saying all that. But I'm feeling sorry for myself and like, oh, now I have to drive there, or oh, now I have to go do this, or now it's this and I wanted to do that, and just feeling sorry in that regard. And it's like I'm taking away, because I don't want to mess up my schedule, gosh forbid. I am taking away from those people and possibly finding enjoyment in whatever activity that we were going to do, or even just like still doing something and complaining about it. You're taking away that positive energy around that thing for those people. Like, this is not necessarily true, but like a class. Say I'm teaching a class, but beforehand I'm like, oh man, now I got to teach this class for 2 hours, and I'm going to miss dinner or whatever. And it's like, now we're taking something, and what if I'm talking to somebody, I'm saying that. What if I'm saying that to somebody that's sitting across from me, and I didn't know, but they're going to that class. Well, now I took that away from them, because now they're not excited to go to the class, because now they feel like they're taking from me. And it's just, I really want that give more than you take to resonate with you guys, because honestly, I needed that. Like, I needed to realize that I am a taker, and I never would have classified myself as a taker, but we all take. And it's just a matter of, instead of saying, well, what am I going to get out of this? What benefit does this have for me? What benefit does it have for that person that's teaching that class? What does it have for that person that is buying the house, or the person that's taking their time to sit down with us and go over the financials? Like, whatever. But what is it doing for the other person, and how can we give back? Is it just giving back by listening? Is it just giving back by, not just giving back, but is it giving back by putting some monetary donation? Maybe it's not even money. Maybe it's time and volunteering and whatever else. But instead of saying, what's in it for me, what does it do for that person sitting across from us? How can I give? How can you give your time or money or spirit or energy to better the people around you? And I can guarantee you, for any of you that aren't feeling fulfilled and happy, that could be what you're missing. Because that's what I realize. I go on like these highs and lows, and my lows are when I'm feeling sorry for myself. And again, there's a time and a place for that, but I'm like, oh, well, this person's taking from me after all that I gave them, you know, when we should be thinking about, okay, well, what did that person give me? What's the positive of all of this? You know, what's the benefit of me giving to them, instead of looking at, well, what are they taking from me? So give more than you take. I didn't come up with that on my own. Don't want to take that from anybody else. But really think about that. And this week, really focus on giving back. Time, education, not necessarily a negative opinion. That's not what I mean. But just really being there. And even the smallest thing of when you're sitting at dinner with your family, giving them that attention while you're there. And not just texting or typing an email while someone's on the phone with you. Like, that person took the time out of their day to call you because you matter to them. And now you're taking away that importance from them because you're on your phone or you're typing an email. You're half listening to them. No. What can you give them? Maybe it's just 100% of your attention for those couple minutes. Give more than you take. Again, I didn't come up with that. Have a good day, guys.